Today I messed up by scaring my partner. Woke up at 4 a.m. to some of the most severe abdominal cramps of my life. I nearly threw up, took 4 acetaminophen and waited for them to work. They didn't work. I woke up my partner, worried that my IUD had gotten misaligned during sexy time earlier and that I needed to go to the emergency room just in case. They're panicking, I'm crying in pain. We get into the car to go to the ER, both of us frantic. Halfway there, it happens, my body lets out the loudest, longest, nastiest fart of my life and all the pain goes away. I'm not joking when I tell you it filled the entire car with the stench of rotten eggs and death. My poor partner is choking for air as we turn around and go home. They're not mad at me, but I feel awful for it. I'm gonna get up early and make them a good breakfast as an apology, and luckily they have today off. Too long. Didn't read. I thought they broke my IUD, lots of pain. On the way to the ER, I farted, pain went away, we went home. Today I messed up giving a bum outside the beer store a non-alcoholic beer. Picture it. Christmas Eve, I've been off the beer for a while. So I was at the store buying non-alcoholic beer and coming out a guy was asking for change. I've seen him around before, but I don't think he's homeless. Anyway, I told him I'm very sorry but I had just paid with debit. He then asked if I could spare a beer. I said for sure my man, not even thinking. The second he took one, my heart sank. Please don't crack it open right now, 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 I thought to myself. He proceeded to put it into his jacket and we fist bumped with Merry Christmases and he was on his way. It was Heineken 0.0. I think I just ruined that dude's Christmas Eve. Too long. Didn't read, bought some non-alcoholic beer while I was enjoying a month away from drinking, and got asked for one coming out of the store. Didn't think twice until the guy already had the beer in his hand. I'm pretty sure he's cursing my name. Today I messed up by fighting my cousin, putting him in the hospital, and going to get sued by them. For some more context before this story, I recently split up my family somehow by saving my grandpa and breaking things in his body. Link to other post https://www.reddit.com/r/todayImessedup/comments/kqqvqp/today I messed up _by_up_source equals share and up_medium equals iOS_app and up_name equals iOS. Anyways. This morning I was waiting outside the hospital and asked the doctor to come outside to tell me how he's doing, but instead my grandma came. She tells me he's doing fine but is having some back pains and having trouble moving. She went back inside and I continued to wait. My parents were also here but only my mom was with me since this was my dad's father. About 30 minutes after my grandma went back inside, my cousin, same cousin who tried to fight me and the uncle too, came over to see how he's doing. As soon as they saw me, they came over and gave me some shit. I tried to ignore them. And it sort of worked. My uncle went inside, as he was my dad's brother and wanted to see my grandpa. Right when my uncle walked in, my cousin, who is a year older than me, came over and tried to get in my face. I told him to knock it off but he didn't, and I noticed at that point he was getting ready to punch me. I am a pretty big dude and he is a couple inches smaller than me. A fight ensues and I have the upper hand. Nearing the end of the fight, he's getting weaker. And I try and back off, which he takes as a sign to go full-blown batshit crazy. I defend and get him on the ground and he goes ballistic and started screaming in pain. My mom and I rush him inside for some help. The rest of it is fuzzy but I later heard I broke something in his right arm and all of that family has blocked me on everything and are planning on suing me. Funny thing is, my grandpa is a lawyer and he has told me stories of some of the cases he took. So I'm thinking they are crazy for this but I'm still annoyed I'll have to do all that legal work. My grandpa is doing better as of now but still in some pain. Too long. Didn't read. Cousin fights over me saving my grandpa and I break his bone and gonna get sued. Edit, for those who are asking, I did break his ribs, I just didn't find it necessary to put that in since he is so old and many of you guys seem to also be familiar with CPR and the Heimlich maneuver. Today I messed up by calling my coworker huge. This happened 5 minutes ago and my body is still tingling with immense cringe. I was typing up a few identical emails simultaneously in order to get feedback from a few product specialists on a project I'm working on, investment marketing. I was copy/pasting the identical emails and tweaking to send to each specialist. I was in the zone and typing away when I needed to email Hugo. You know where this is going. I accidentally typed hi huge and actually caught my mistake right away, laughed to myself about how awful that would have been if I had sent it without correcting it. Well, I did a quick look over of the 5 emails I was about to send and somehow forgot I typed huge. And next thing you know I hit send without correcting. No email recall in sight. My stomach is in knots and I quickly sent a follow-up hi Hugo, apologies for my spelling error. Closed Outlook and just going to see myself out of corporate America forever now. It was nice knowing you. Too long. Didn't read. Emailed hi huge to a colleague named Hugo.